They took it to 10.
Hey guys, today is February 12th, the third day in hospital, and now it's 6 something in the morning, 6:55 actually, almost 7. I woke up at 5, checked the temperature. It's a little bit higher than normal, it's 37.3. And the nurse came, she looked at my temperature and she took my blood. I asked about the tests, if they have tests. They said that yesterday evening they received and all of them are negative, which is good for me. So I cannot wait to see doctor today and yeah. What she gonna say, what we're doing, but I'm still weird feeling with this low-key temperature, what's going on. They haven't given me pills today yet, and I'm very hungry. I'm actually starving. Sorry, and I just realized that I'm not looking at camera, I'm looking at myself because I'm recording on phone. Not used to this, but you get the information. It's still so dark outside. Guys, I just was an X-ray, arrived, and they left this cord saying, is it fine, that I'm here and this thing is working? I don't know. And actually, nurse asked me if I want to go for a walk. I was wondered, yes, okay. And she said, okay, go do X-ray. So they just check my lungs, I guess. This is breakfast. Interesting, what is this drink? I didn't have it before. Actually, I'm so hungry, so I don't think this food would be enough for me. And also, my arm hurts because all of this blood taken. They took blood for tests, so 3 holes, and the last one, the today one, maybe you see it's bluish, it hurts and kind of swollen. Guys, I'm checking my temperature now, don't mind it. I just talked to doctor, she visited me. She pretty much just listened to my lungs. She didn't even check my blood pressure, she just touched my finger and she's like, oh, it's fine. She got the test results, everything is negative, which is good. Yeah, but she said there is something that, post-virus in my blood or something like that. And also in my throat. I don't have virus now, but my body reacts on something, and I have. That's why my temperature is not normal. It's weird. I'm checking now. I don't know. I checked today already. It was 37.3. Yeah. So, as I told you, I made X-ray today. probably tomorrow I'll have ultrasound. So I'm still staying here. Maybe I'll be still here on Valentine's Day. I hope I'll be home on my birthday, which is 20th of February. And she also said, the doctor said that maybe she will change my pills, my medicine. Now I got Ribavirin and Loratadine. And today she came in different clothes. She came in a regular robe. And then she said oh, look how I'm looking now, you don't have coronavirus. Which is very good actually. And also she asked me if I ate raw food in China, which I haven't. And she said that I was sick there before. Yeah, which is true. Actually, I want to tell you this story. Guys, I don't know which records to choose for you. Nothing horrible. So yeah, I wanted to tell you my story. Why I was kind of scared if I have coronavirus. Why did I call to ambulance, and why I'm in a hospital now. I changed the location closer to the window, so yeah, I don't need to hold my phone. You can see all the beautiful space I have here. So yeah, what happened? 17th of January, we had company annual celebration before the spring break, Chinese New Year, and we have big event. Maybe I will put some clips for you so you will understand what's going on. Yeah. So, first when we started, we were wearing dresses, nice, but these dresses have no sleeves, and we were wearing heels, but they were not shoes, they were kind of sandals with a heel, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so it was cold, and company asked us to take pictures with employees, other workers from the club on the red carpet, but it was 5 degrees outside, so it was very, very cold. I felt that. And yeah, we were standing outside taking pictures, in between wearing jackets and taking pictures again. So afterwards the event, it was pretty long, maybe 6-7 hours. And I took day off on this day. And at night I woke up and I felt so sick, from nowhere. I didn't have a thermometer, I couldn't check my temperature, but I feel so hot, I feel so bad. I get up from the bed, went to the toilet, and I was feeling so bad that I was even sitting on the floor. And I had bad cough. It just appeared from nowhere. Before I was okay, and just imagine, and the same day, like so fast, so much things. Like I had very bad cough. It was so down and so low, and my like voice sound like man's voice. Yeah, and after I have, I think, runny nose or something like that. And next day I also have pain in my throat, like I have angina. But it was 17th of January. Already Corona been in China, but it wasn't so like widespread. Not like a lot of people were talking about, and especially I was living in Hangzhou, in Zhejiang province. I don't know if I say right. Excuse me. So yeah, and not a lot of people like were wearing it this time. Nobody were wearing mask at this time, and I have kind of the same symptoms before. In December, I also have throat pain. I have angina. I had bad cough. I had fever. I also have headache. I feel like my ears are plugged, and like when I was walking in a club, when I was walking somewhere, I feel like I'm in my own space. Yeah, and at this moment I was taking antibiotics, azithromycin, and they helped me. So this time I waited, I think, like couple days, and it wasn't getting better. So yeah, I decided to take antibiotics, and I started drinking that, and I was still feeling sick. And yeah, people started saying maybe I should go to hospital, but already at this moment it was people started talking about Corona like a couple days later. And I was scared to go to hospital because I didn't want to get sick anymore, like more than I am. And I was like, okay, if these antibiotics will not help me, I already started taking them, I will go. So after, I don't know, maybe 5 days, I was feeling the way better. I didn't have fever anymore. I still had cough and runny nose. But yeah, I was feeling better the way. And at the moment when I flew back home to Russia, it was 28th of January. And then I already have no fever, no temperature. Like, yeah, I still was coughing sometimes, but it was super duper rare. And yeah, and they checked myself 3 times on the way. Like, I was in a taxi, but like, you know, sharing taxi, kind of like pick up, like Uber. What's the name? I forgot. Uber pool. Yeah, so it picked up 3 more person. When we were on the way to the airport, everybody was wearing masks. I was wearing cosmetic mask, just black mask from pollution. It's not medical, surgical, or and whatever, this one, because I didn't have, and pharmacies were closed, and everything was closed, and nothing was working because of spring break and an epidemic situation. So yeah, I was just wearing whatever I had, and I was so scared, so I just bought tickets at night and just packed 3-4 hours, and I went to the airport. I was so stressed about the news. I was more scared because at this moment people started dying, like 10 people in one night, and I understood that things getting serious and probably they will close the airport, and I didn't want to stuck with this epidemic situation and all chaotic in China, so I was like, I'll better go home. Tickets were pricey, but I decided so it's better for myself. Also, my roommate left this day, and half a day after I bought my tickets and decided to leave too. But when I was in the airport, Yeah, people were wearing masks. Cabin crew were wearing masks, all stuff. But people, not all people, were very serious about it, and they were taking off or whatever. And of course, on the plane, when everyone was eating, everyone was taking off masks because you can't eat any other way. And also, there was one couple with kid, and a small kid was with no mask the whole time, playing, like doing activities, whatever. The good thing that plane was mostly empty. So I was sitting mostly by myself, like there is nobody next to me and nobody people on the front and no people on the back, which because I didn't want nobody around me if everyone is sick or if I'm sick. I didn't want that. So yeah, on 28th I arrived back to Russia. I arrived to Moscow and I was feeling good. I didn't have problems, and I think maybe on 31st of January I bought in the pharmacy Trikizan. It's I just asked something help for immune system. So yeah, I started taking these pills, and maybe on February 4th I feel weak and I feel like my hands and my feet are cold and my forehead is kinda warm. So I checked my temperature. It was 36 and 9. I got scared because, you know, everybody heard about the coronavirus and fever, and I was like, maybe it's not so high, but maybe. But I was like, okay, sorry, nose. But I was like, okay, maybe it will be, if it will not be like 37 something, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so my temperature was jumping, and I think the next day I had 37 and 1. And at this moment, I was kind of scared, and I even wanted to call ambulance, but I was watching YouTube videos, and they were saying if you don't have 37 and 5, it's like normal, it's not a fever. So I was like, okay, I will wait a couple more days. So I waited, and on the night of February 9th, I was feeling worse, and I have 47 and 4. So literally the whole week my temperature was like that, and it started getting higher. So in the morning I decided I should call the ambulance. I need to check myself, just in case. Yeah, so I'm here now, the third day. Still have some type of temperature. Sorry, I was sitting like that, I was holding the thermometer. The nurse came and scared me. Yeah, so I was checking my temperature, and it is 37 and 5. So I guess it's the highest as it's ever been. Not happy about it. Guys, now 11 and a half a.m. Yeah, a.m. Nurse came again, and she took blood again. That's why I'm holding my hand like that. A second time of the day. But this time I decided to from another hand because the other one is hurt. Yeah, and she took again the test from my nose, like cotton sticks she put inside, analysis, and from my throat. 3 and 3. Yeah, so we'll see what's going on. 1:25 p.m. I feel like I just only record food for you, but at least you can see what we have in Russian hospitals. This is soup, I think cabbage, carrots, something else. This one looks like a potato, some, and maybe tea. Nurse said that she changed my medicals. It's Arbidol instead of Ribavirin. Yes, so this for today. Take 1, 2 after food, and this. She said like this only 6, but I would have 8 because today I already took 1 Ribavirin. And she also said that after food I will have infusion. Kinda worried about it, but it's all good, I think. So guys, I had infusion. As they said, anti-inflammatory, calcium chloride. This is nasty, and I like it. They already took blood from this hand 3 times, from this arm, so it's already annoyed. And now this infusion makes me wanna pee. Now I'm laying down and struggling here, and my arm hurt and becoming like numb, but it's almost finished. Woke me up with dinner. I think it's the same thing from... No, it's different. I feel it's the same from the lunch. And black tea. Not a lot of... Probably I'll be hungry. And now it's only 5:30 p.m. And next will be only like 8 in the morning for breakfast. 7:30. They gave me these cups, but this time not for pee, but for number 2. This one I was scared about. Not nice.
Love you. I was only tryna love you. I was only tryna love you. I was only tryna love you. Naked. Does he make love while you're naked?